Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to today's session. Today we are going to talk about a little bit of advanced topic, which is Grafana MCP. I think you all now have some understanding about what is MCP. MCP is nothing but the Model Context Protocol. So, which is a kind of an API kind of tool, not exactly an API, but in behind it will be using some of the APIs. So, it is kind of an tool which can be integrated to your AI agentic, I mean any AI agent tools. Basically, it can be your local hosted AI agents, or it can be some AI agents which you have deployed in cloud, or even if some existing agents like Claude or GitHub Copilot, you can integrate the MCP tools. So this is something like it's an open standard. So nowadays, many organizations have started accepting this, NCP, the architecture, basically. This is a standard way of, giving an additional features to your agentic AI to perform some specified actions. For example, here in our use case, we are going to see the Grafana MCP. So this is something like, you are giving some additional feature to your existing AI agent to use this Grafana MCP to call the Grafana, some dashboard. So you might have configured and you want to analyze the dashboard, or if you want to see how many alerts has been triggered in your particular Grafana instance. And if you want to do some analysis or kind of query you want to execute in your Grafana some particular data source. So you might be having some Prometheus data source or Azure Monitor data source, like multiple data source you might have configured in your Grafana instance, right? So you can run some queries, using that data source. So you don't have to log into the Grafana instance and go to the UI and go to the individual dashboards and see what is the current threshold, what is the performance, or what are the current live alerts has been currently firing. So you don't have to log into the portal and do all these things. So if you can give a simple prompt, so the AI agent can give all the answers to it. For example, I want to check what are the current alerts, or what are the critical alerts that have been firing in my Grafana instance. I don't have to go to the portal. I can simply ask my agent, okay, what are the current live active critical alerts? So it can show me using this MCP Grafana tool. It can show me what are the active alerts. So it will be very instant. So it can save you a lot of your time. You can directly jump into the troubleshooting part. Even the troubleshooting part, you can use it with the AI agent itself using this MCP tool, because it can do all the queries, prompt your queries, or some, if you're using log analytics, you can use the log analytics query. So even if some database, we can use a SQL query using the data sources which have been configured in the Grafana instance. So yeah, it can reduce all your time on doing all this analysis. You can easily use AI agent and to quickly find an answer for why a particular server is down, why a particular application is down, kind of stuff. So yeah, so this is the basic for that all this kind of agentic solution, like how you are going to add this functionality to your AI agent. So currently I'm in the GitHub portal, so you can see the MCP Grafana. So this is something official MCP which is released by Grafana. You can go to your Chrome and search for Grafana MCP. So you might be getting this page. So here, whatever that I showed you, right? So almost all these things you can see it over here. And also there will be some official Grafana data page. So this is the page which I'm showing right now. So yeah, you can go through all these documentations. It will be showing like how this, what is this MCP, how it can work. Even the installation steps also will be here. So I'm going to show one of a particular step, like how to integrate this Grafana MCP to your local cloud agent. Even I'm thinking of putting one more video, like how to integrate this MCP agent to your VS Code using the GitHub Copilot. So yeah, so the GitHub Copilot or even the Cloud, the agents, right? So these are like the AI platform. So which is it's like a client. So you have to use whichever the client which can support the MCP. So I'm using Claude as one of the MCP client and GitHub Copilot. So you can use different client also, and also you can use your customized some AI agents if you're having in your environment. Even that also you can attach this MCP tool and you can start using it. So let me show you the quick way of how to integrate this. You can go through all these items. Let me show you the download link, like what is needed right now. Okay, so you can install this using this UBX also, and but currently I'm not going to do that. You can also use the Docker image for installing this Grafana MCP server. So that is one way of doing it. Yeah. So currently for my local integration, what I'm going to use is the binary version. So you can go to this release page. I already opened this release page. So this is the release page. So this is the latest version of this MCP. So the down you can see the Windows versions. You can download the Windows version. So I already downloaded it. For example, yeah. So this is the one. I think yeah. So the ARM64 will be enough. So once you download it, just export it, and you can find the actual application. Let me show you. So this is the actual application. So that what you can do is you use the same folder or you can use a specific folder. In my case, what I'm doing is I configure this in D drive. I put a folder called Grafana MCP server, and inside the server I copy this application. So that is all you need. So you have to download this from the release page, download it and extract it. And this application you can put it in your folder. So you need the folder path also in future for configuring this integration. So copy the folder path also and place it in somewhere. I can show you like where exactly you need to configure it. Then you can go to your Claude desktop version. So here, I think they changed this UI. Okay, you can go to customization, um, extension, not extension. Okay, yeah, connector. So you can see I already linked this Grafana. So you don't have to add this over here. I will show you the quick way of adding this. Okay, so here also some browse connector option is available right now. So the actual integration you have to do is so these are the something like which are publicly available MCP connectors. You can click a connect over here, so it will ask you to log in, and you can log in, and then you can connect it. So this is the publicly available MCP tools. But what we are going to do is a custom one. So I already downloaded it. So how you can add is so all the MCP related configurations will be there in a particular file. So yeah, this is the file path. So which is under the app data. So percentage app data percentage slash Claude slash Claude desktop config.json. So you can remove this one. So this is the actual configuration file that you have to configure. I will show you the path first. So you can go to this folder under this. Let me expand it. Yeah, Claude desktop config. You can see this. So Claude desktop config.json. So this is a JSON file where you have to configure this MCP tool. So just go to this path and open this JSON file. I already opened this file. So this is a plot desktop config.json file. So here I have multiple um, things have been configured, but you don't need all these things. What you have to do is, so there will be a MCP servers config will be there. Under this, you have to configure this particular section. So this is the path where we have installed this MCP Grafana. Let me go to the path again. So I have copied this path, which is under D folder. I will show you side by side. The D folder, Grafana MCP server. So you have to give double slash here because the slash is an escape character. So you have to put double slash. Otherwise, it will show you some format issue. So yeah, so you have to put double slash. So MCP server under this folder. So this is the file mcp-grafana.exe. So you can configure this, and argument is nothing if I'm not passing any arguments right now. So environment is basically like your Grafana URL. So this is my personal Grafana instance URL, and this is a service account I'm going to use. Anyway, I'm going to delete the service account, so I'm not hiding this right now. Later I can recreate it. So this is all the section that you have to configure it. So once this is configured, you can save this file and close it. So later, if you have opened this cloud instance, you have to close it and reopen it. So that is all the configurations that you have to do. Then what we need to do is, so once the cloud desktop is restarted, you have to come over here and you can go to this particular section like customization and go to this connector and see. So this should be, the status should be active. So there's a tick mark over here. That means this is active right now. So this is how you can identify whether your MCP server is active or not. So it is showing the local dev. That means it is in your local desktop. Okay, you can close this section. Now you have the MCP integrated to your cloud instance. Now what you can do is you can ask any question like list out all the dashboards in my instance. Now let's see. So it's thinking. So what it will do is this. So you will have the AI agent in the background, right? It will try to access the tools which are integrated to your agent. So currently I have the Grafana tool in, Grafana MCP tool which is integrated. So it found one of a tool and it is asking me whether I can use it. So I'm giving the permission. Okay, allow it. So once I allowed it, so it will automatically use the tool to find the dashboard list. For example, you can see there are this many. Dashboards are there, folders. These are the folders. These are the dashboards I have. Synthetic monitoring example folders. Yeah, test one, two, three. These are some test dashboards I created, like multiple dashboards are there. So 33 dashboards in total. Now let's go one step further. List all the alerts in instance. So it's just a single prompt where I'm not giving much information. Even I'm not giving the Grafana URL, nothing. So it is using the authentication of the service account, and then it is trying to fetch all this information from the portal. So currently showing there are three alerts, but all the three alerts are inactive status. That's it. So there is no active alerts right now. So yeah, I think I can show you how to configure the service account as well. So it's very basic thing. Let me go to the section service account. What you have to do is you can add a service account. Display name you can keep it something like demo MCP SA. That's it. Roles you can give. So it depends on you, like whether you need a basic access. You can give viewer access or editor access. Let me go with the editor access and apply. Create. Okay. So the account has been created. Now you have to create a token. So I'm giving an expiration date, which is 30. Okay. Generate token. I'm copying this. Again, I'm going back here, pasting this over here, saving this, and then let me restart this. So it's been closed. Now I'm restarting the cloud desktop app. Okay. So let's first check the MCP going to connect us. So it is still active. Let me ask the same question again. Test all the dashboards. So I have changed the authentication token. So just for the demo purpose. So let's see whether it is still working or not. So it is again trying to find the tool, loading the Grafana integration. Okay, it's still working. So it's still showing the dashboard in now it is in a table format. It is giving. So it is still working. So that is how we can integrate the MCP with your agent. So it can be any agent. In this example, we showed how to integrate this with Cloud Desktop. So maybe in next video, I can show you one more demo also, like how to integrate this with your VS Code or GitHub Copilot agent. Yeah, I think that's all for the today's video. Please do subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you all.